Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný. Today I have for you another exciting chess game. Let's follow game Magnus Carlsen and Pragnananda, Norway Chess 2024. And the topic of this game is how knight is going to be superior of bishop, because at the end of this game you will see typical endgame where Magnus Carlsen is going to play knight against a bishop, and you will see how it's difficult to defend position against beautiful knight. So let's welcome, let's enjoy, and let's see another chess game what I think is good to remember, because the best way how to be better chess player is to follow the best games, and this game is exciting. So Magnus Carlsen is playing with white pieces and Pragnananda with black pieces. After queen b3 is logical to see move b6 and knight f3. Okay, both players are going to bring their pieces to game and play for short castle. That means we are not going to watch double edge and double edge position with lots of sacrifices, and we are going to watch a position with nice strategy plans and of course with piece improvements. The best way how to play chess is to play, for example, a short castle, long castle, and later on is to work with your pieces. Just improve your worst pieces. Do your best and find the best squares for your pieces. And you will see that Magnus Carlsen, it's not only one of the strongest chess player of all times, but he's the master of chess strategy. He is going to work with his pieces. And now, of course, maybe you don't believe that this bishop is doing good job, this knight and this rook of course are not very well placed, so it's good to follow these three pieces, and it's good to remember how Magnus Carlsen is working with his pieces, how he's improving. You know, he hates lazy pieces, he hates bad pieces, and that's exactly something what is good to remember. So okay, now queen b3, and finally, let's speak about the center. The center is the most important part on the board, and because of pawn on d4, whites keep a slight advantage, because this pawn is winning a space, is giving whites hopes for future attack, and you know, it's important pawn because it's only one in the center, and that's why black played move c5 and immediately is attacking this pawn. That's good to remember. Never ever be happy with unhappy position. So c5 nice, and exchange on c5, knight d4 attacking bishop on f5 and making space for white's light squares bishop, who is going to f3. So move by move Magnus Carlsen is improving his pieces, and finally he played rook c1. Well done to Magnus Carlsen, because his pieces are doing good job. Still, maybe even this position, it's not far from to be level, and you know, it's hard to speak about big advantage for white. Still, white's got slight edge, and that's exactly what Magnus Carlsen is looking for. He hates any danger, maybe he hates any complications, and he loves simple position with slight edge. He is the master of this types of positions. So now he played knight c6 attacking rook on a7, and now say well done to Prague, and he proved that he is one of the most talented chess player of chess world, because you know, he played amazing move knight e5. He is leaving rook for free for a while, but I think it's too dangerous, too weak and too bad to take a rook on a7, maybe because of this variation check and knight g4, and white is in big trouble here. So that's good to understand that Magnus Carlsen it's not falling into this variation and exchange on e5, what looks like forced move, and now he played a4. And again, he's going to attack rook on a7. Maybe this rook is the biggest black's weakness, and Prague is hurry to play endgame. Okay, why not to play endgame? I think that it's a good it's good to play. It's a good plan to play endgame, but to play level endgame with Magnus Carlsen, it's every time risky because he's the best. He's the best, and here the best way how to do it maybe is exchange these queens immediately. But Prague decided to play move h6, and now Magnus Carlsen changed the plan because he played bishop e2 and queen d4. So he decided to keep queens on the board for a while, and maybe that's a good move because Black is still playing worse position, and queen on d4 is doing good job after a few more moves. Now let's compare white's pieces and black pieces, and without any doubt it's clear that white managed to place his pieces to great squares. He got good bishop, knight, queen and rooks. It's hard to find a really bad placed white piece. At the other side, black has still some work to do because rook, queen and bishop maybe need some more work and some more attention here. But okay, nothing special. Here bishop d5 and b3, knight e6. It's a nice move, forcing to play endgame, good knight against bad bishop, and that's exactly the story of this game. Knight e6, amazing move. Everything is hanging here, queen, here is hanging rook. So for this reason, one exchange, and finally sooner or later another exchange. So what Magnus Carlsen here is looking for: improve his king and exchange the rook and play good knight against a bad bishop. How he is going to manage? Simple. He played king d2 and finally he managed to exchange the rooks. Okay, maybe still this position is not one for white, but it's difficult for black, and black has to be careful because this knight is amazing knight. Just watch this knight doing a great job, and it's hard for black to touch this knight because this knight is sitting on the dark square. So black's light square's bishop, it's out of touch of this knight, and black has a difficulties because it's important to attack. But what is going to attack black's light square's bishop? Nothing. So now knight e2, knight leaving beautiful square because there is jumping white's king, and step by step, move by move, even after this exchange, h4 and g4, I think that this position is nearly lost for Pragnananda. Step by step, move by move, knight against a bishop, and still because black is forced to defend this pawn, will be hard for black to stop this h5 pass pawn. Okay, now radical choice happened, and black decided to stop h pawn and to get for free, or to offer for free pawn on d5. So take, and now e4. Okay, it's hard to play any games with Magnus Carlsen. g5 and king e5. Okay, even Prague is fighting. I think it's hard to defend this position because he is going to play e5, e6, e7, e8, h5, h6, a7, a8, and new queen is going to be sooner or later on the board. So king d7 happened, and finally black's king is on a dark square, knight d7, another pawn is on dark square. So all three remaining white pawns are sitting on the dark squares, so it's hard for white to touch this pawn, and I think that white is winning and black is hopeless. So again, it's about the position where white is winning. So knight c5, and finally knight f7 is nice. knight f7 is going to decide the game, and I think that this knight decides the game because e6 and the pawn will queen, or cost black the bishop when the pawn endgame is a simple win. Nice demonstration of how to win such positions. I hope that you enjoyed this game, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. See you soon. Bye bye.